Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to sublimate these gorgeous designs onto coasters. I'll take you step by step through setting up a document, printing the document, and I'll show you the settings that I use, and then finally we'll take them to the heat press. So let me show you how I set up a document to print. I've created an 8.5 by 11 document in Photoshop, and I've imported the images that I'll be using. Now the best way I have found to align the coaster to the image is to print the image 1/8 of an inch larger than the coaster size that you'll be using. So in this example, my coasters are 4 inches. So I've resized these images to be 4 1/8 of an inch, or 4.125. So now this document is ready to be sent to the printer. I use an Epson Workforce 7720 that has been converted for sublimation printing, and I also use the A-Sub sublimation paper. Then I'm going to go into my print setup because I have a couple of custom profiles within the Epson software. So I've created this profile, and I'll be using an 8.5 by 11. I've got my settings for plain paper, bright white, quality high, color. I've got print preview, which I think is very helpful. And also in this setting, I have high speed and mirror image. Although mirror image is not applicable in this situation, if you decided you wanted to add a photograph or some text, then it would be applicable. So that all looks great. I'm going to hit print, and I should see a print preview box come up here. There we go, that all looks great. So all I need to do now is print this document. So here we have the printed image. It does look a little bit faded, but it's supposed to. That's the way that the sublimation inks look. Now you can deal with this on a single sheet of paper. I prefer to cut in half and align the coasters individually. So let me show you how I set this up. I'll begin with the square one. Now the coaster blanks that I'm using are called MDF, and I'll put a link in the description. And they do come with a plastic protective coating on there, so you must remove that before you sublimate. So I'll place this on top of the image, and you can see this is where that 1/8 of an inch margin is going to come in very handy. So for most images, it wouldn't be critical to have this centered, but because this is a symmetrical kaleidoscope image, it will be noticeable. So just take your time and align this the best that you can, and you'll be much happier with the end result. So I've got my heat tape, and I'm going to fold a little bit over on top of itself, and that creates a nice little tab. And this will help me remove the coaster from the paper once it comes out of the heat press. And I just put the tab on one side, and I find that just 2 pieces of tape seem to work really well for holding this in place. So that one's all done, and we'll set that aside, and I'll bring in the circle coaster. Now this one will be a little bit more challenging because the edge of the print is very light against the white paper. So I have to take some extra care and make sure that I get this aligned perfectly. So that looks pretty good. So I'll get my heat tape, and again, just make that little tab. Oh, look, it looks like I moved that a little bit. Let's get that centered again and in place. And now this one's ready for the heat press. So the manufacturer of these coasters recommends 375 degrees for 60 seconds. So my heat press is all set up. I've put a piece of paper on the bottom of the heat press because you will get blowout from that 1/8 of an inch. I am placing the coaster's print side up, and I'll put another piece of paper on top in case there's any blowout from the ink there. Then I'll close using firm pressure, and again these will sublimate at 375 for 60 seconds. Now these do give off an odor, so make sure you're in a well ventilated space, and it's going to be very hot when they come off the press. And this is where that little tab comes in very handy. I'm just going to grab that with my fingernails, and you can see how easy that is to remove. Isn't that beautiful, rich, vibrant colors? Let's have a quick look at the square one. Fantastic. Really love the way these turned out. So the coasters have had a few minutes to cool down, so let's take a closer look. So you can see these beautiful rich colors in here. This one has the oranges, a little bit of gold, some yellow, the purple. Just looks stunning. Just love this one. And let's have a closer look at the square. This is also very elegant. You've got some purples, some gold, some browns, even some silver in there. That just looks lovely. And these coasters do come in sets of 4, so you'll get 4 different designs in each set. And let me show you some of the other ones that we have for sale up in the store. This is from the Purple Iris collection. Look at the detail in this one, just gorgeous. And I like this one too. It's got the golds, purples, yellows, and a little bit of a checkerboard pattern. And this is from the Summer Fun collection. Again, you get 4 separate designs in each collection. So this design pack I actually sublimated onto the Cricut brand, and this is their MDF coasters, not the sandstone ones. And they came out perfect. It's a great product, just slightly smaller than the Amazon brand. I think these ones measure 3.75 inches, where the ones I purchased from Amazon come in at 4 inches. And I'll give you a side-by-side comparison here. So that's the Cricut brand, and this is the ones I purchased from Amazon. So you can see the Amazon one is slightly larger, and it's also slightly thicker, but both work very well and both look very nice. So if you just want to try this out, just pop on down to Joann's or Michael's and pick up a pack to practice on. So here's an example of the mother of pearl. Just beautiful. Look at these colors. Just fuchsias, yellows, lime green. Just beautiful. And then the rose, this also comes in a pack of 4, and it comes in 4 different colorways. We do offer mug wraps to match most of the coaster sets. I did a video previously on how to sublimate an image onto a mug, and I'll reference that up in the top corner, so be sure to check that out. To find out more about the images that we use today, pop on over to our website, poppyhilldesigns.com, click on the Sublimation tab, and you can browse through the various designs. I hope you've enjoyed this video tutorial and thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of future videos. In the comment section, list the ways that you plan to use your coasters. I'd love to see some unique ideas. Have a great day!